Good morning, Dale Slugger with the Trader Boys. We've got the market slightly down this morning. S&P down 7 almost, down 13 on the Nasdaq, down 70 on the Dow, down 5.5 on the Russell 2000. Reasonably balanced market here on the percent losses. We've got the bonds up slightly, and we've got oil here down 68 cents. Everything oil made up yesterday is pretty much being given back, and we've got gold down slightly. Big names in the markets here. We got Apple down a little bit. Amazon's continuing to climb higher. Netflix is going up here. Microsoft is still up slightly, and Facebook is down a little bit. And Tesla cracked that $1,000 barrier. Huge there yesterday. Massive move in the markets by Tesla there yesterday. And then we've got our basic three little coronavirus plays here, not doing a great deal on the downside as well. So fairly flat market to start the day. Let's take a look at the charts. S&P 500 futures here did exactly what we said yesterday. We needed to break through this upper supply area here. So off the open of the market, we dropped, we popped. Wait for the retracement as we talked about yesterday. Boom, retrace. There is your trade. Beautiful little play there. You can see this morning this overhead sideways move with the drop here. There's a little bit of supply here that's creating some resistance. So we still got this demand in play here. Not a very strong demand by any means at all. But we may get that drop and we can look for the pop. Now the next kind of real good area of supply is up here at 30.95, so there's still a lot of room to the upside here. Russell 2000, this is on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we're coming very close to what we talked about yesterday, is this upper area of supply with the upper trend line here. This is going to be where it's going to get very interesting to see who's stronger here, the buyers or the sellers, and which way they want to take this market. So be on the lookout for a short setup here. To play to the downside and take this deeper and further to the downside. On the 1 hour time frame, right, we've come into the supply area, we're way above it, we're broken through it. Right, so right here is your next play right there. So, and this is going to come in the line with a lot of information being stacked all at one time. So you've got a level on top of level on top of level here. So this here is really the ultimate play. And that's coming right in with that trend line. So you're looking at 1440 on the Russell for a short play. On the downside, you've got the little demand down in this area here, right, which was proven right there on the upside. So we could go either way here, but ideally up in a supply, right, and look for the drop off that. On the Nasdaq, right, Nasdaq's not quite up to its area here, but we are into daily supply right here. So you've got the drop base and then another drop off there. So there is daily supply right in this area. So this is going to be a little difficult for the market to overcome. Let's break it down and go into a 1 hour time frame, and let's see what's happening. So on the 1 hour time frame, we can get all the way up into here. Is where we can be looking for before we kind of look for the supply area, and that's going to be playing into these two trend lines as well. So this is an area that you definitely got to be having an eye on, and you have your finger on the pulse on this one, because if you're trading Nasdaq listed stocks and they come up into this area here, this is where the market could reverse and drop. So you want to definitely have your risk management in play, because this is going to be an area that's definitely going to be something you got to keep an eye on. Here's Apple. Apple, big play there yesterday. Came right off our demand area. We called the play on Apple there yesterday, right off the demand zone. Big move to the upside. Now we've got some daily supply coming in here. On the 1 hour time frame, you have supply level right above us here, and Apple is looking to open around 360.70. Nice big move off oil there yesterday, but above the daily highs. Oil's giving back some of that, so there's still a play there in oil. There's a little bit of news on oil about more supply being released into the markets. Now you've got demand right here, right? So oil was a beautiful play yesterday. We talked about this in Monday morning video. Is we were right here, right? We need to break through the upper trend line, break above this candle's high, right? Get the breakout, wait for the retracement, and then take your trade. So oil is game on, and that's going to be a multi-day trade. So that's what they call swing trading, where you're in the position 2 to 10 days at a time, and you can take oil longer term too. Look, oil's a great investment right now. So oil has come back into the areas we're traced to. There's a play right there. So this is a great trade for just over $1. And gold is up into our supply area, up into supply, dropped away, and that's gold on the 4-hour time frame. So you know my position in long-term gold. We're looking for the longer-term move to the upside. Amazon here. So this is the Amazon. I said yesterday I couldn't really see much in here that had a high probability area. We did kind of identify this area here. We did not say it was a good trade or a good transaction to get into. You can see that Amazon dropped off that there yesterday, hit into this sideways movement area here, and started to progress to the upside. So not something I would have pulled the trigger on, but you can see how that trade worked out. On Netflix went below our demand area here, and we're looking for Netflix to get down into this region here. It didn't make it that low. So this is where we said the better opportunity was to get into Netflix. So this one didn't work out for us, but now with that hammer candle, you can take this trade. If we're going above 448.50, you got a trade there. So that'd be a confirmation entry entering into Netflix and looking for the upside move on that one. We've got Facebook here. Facebook had the big gap down yesterday. We were looking to get down to 202.60, and it found demand coming off this candle's high. Right, so we missed that turning point on Facebook on that one. That was a trade we posted yesterday. And here's one on Microsoft. We posted this yesterday. This was a game on, and Microsoft did exactly what we should have done. Right into the demand level, right off the trend line, and big move to the upside. And expect Microsoft just to keep on trucking here. There's no reason why it shouldn't. Quick morning update. Dale Sogan, Trader Boys, have a phenomenal day. Just look for the turning point on the Nasdaq and the Russell 2000. Be cautious in the markets today, and play both sides of the market. So I played the long side, but once we get into those a little bit higher regions here, look to set up some shorts, and we'll see what takes place.